Transformers in the meat of the eyes. We got ourselves a problem.
"5 years old in 1984, you could buy this for 75 cents, easily done, for a Transformer #1. Ralph Macchio and Bob Dudowski, Rick Parker, and Frank Springer are probably, if they see this, they're probably angry and say, this is not how you treat our art. Anyways, things pop up. I had to do cancellation. I waited too long and he still sent it. Oh, it's a freebie inside my arsenal and I'll take that, I guess. Done 2687, thank you. This is what I got to look at online. He wasn't lying about it. He was honest. I couldn't wait any longer. Anyways, these pages have some kind of like yellowish texture on it. It's flaking off. I think this book is split in half. I didn't see the backside yet. You saw what I'm seeing. I'm opening it up for the first time. And color flakish is not considered mold. Yes, we have rusty staples. I'll put on some more light here so you can see. I think it's faded really bad. I'm going to go with just a lot of color flaking. Further note, I've been filming my videos with the lens cap on. What a dunce cap. I guess it takes 100 videos to know what you're doing. And I got some kind of black powdery substance in here. Cool. The objective is to keep it universal grade so we can be able to page through it and read it, but at the same time, I don't think I'm going to get it submitted into CGC. I don't think that's a good idea because it'll probably be like a 2.5. The holes in the front cover, I don't see this being any higher than 3.0. That and rust has made its way through the whole book. It's not cool. Hit like, comment, done 87. I did put a little subscription thing up. I'll do it again here. Guys got poor ratings. That's too bad. You know, that's eBay for you though. Put the little sticker up again if you want to check it out. But yeah, this has got crap all over it. But the store is not a comic book store. He just had 2 books there, I think, and that's all I saw. So we should support him. I'll put my thing up for him. Oh my god, look at what we have here. I got another book, Transformers #8. Like I said, that's a plus for me, but like I said, he's not a book person, so he doesn't know. Came in that crusty bag, so score. Here's what it's supposed to look like. And there's the other one. Sorry about the glare. But yeah. Super. Didn't even know there was another one in there. He just sent it out. So it's another book for me to clean, I guess. Yay! Transformer 8 with Kyle Baker, Mark Bright for the cover art. And Keith Williams is the editor, so it's different people, but it's still William Johnson and Mark Bright and Rick Parker, Kyle Baker for the artists. August 31st, 1985, so she is turning 40, so we're going to treat her special real soon on Salesboy Comics. I have the yellow flaking, and that book was very flaky, but the pages are not brittle, so we have life. I'll be able to take the acid out of it. Oh, look at that, all that chunk. Do a close-up, see where the rip and the tear, and there's a hole. Oh boy. See all that right there? That is paper degradation and deterioration fortunately, it's a natural process. It's the base material. Older, the book, more breakdown happens. The yellow is basically the acids are coming out, Sometimes it's brown, whatever. It's just the oxidization, the linear, and it presents into the wood what's left in the paper pulp and causes the lining. It causes the acid, the corrosion, and this is what you see from it, the aftermath. Funky boy! If I had to guess, both those books sat in that crusty case together for a long time, and they weren't really sealed up. This could be a 6.0 if I get it nice and cleaned up without those marks and all that chipping and all that hole in the front. If it was just a yellowing, I would have definitely could make this a 6.0. But anyways, let's start with the cotton round without any boards. Feel with the fingertips because you got a lot of nerves in your fingers. You can do a lot of feeling around. touching. Yeah, that's awesome. You can totally tell where my fingers are on that. Look at that. Beautiful. It definitely has its hybridization effect. Too much oxygen over the years, oxidized out, acid has become more corrosive. So I think I'm gonna go all the way and just do the best I can by cleaning it up. I think I'm gonna probably give it all a bath, get it soaked up, maybe hit it with some UV. Definitely sign her up for an Ecolus decidify wash, as Larry would say at Flying L. So you made it this far. Give me some likes, comment, share. If you guys find this interesting, please. Helps out a lot if you share and like. Helps me out a ton. And that's what, helps me out a lot to keep going. Give you an idea what they have been sold lately. Here's a pile of Transformers with number 1 in there, 2 and a few others. There's number 8. There's the first edition, just like I have. There's another set of first editions like I have. Those are look like fine copies or better. So, yeah. But the point is we're gonna get this fixed. Time to separate the men from the boys. Pump it up. I will be using a chamfer board to do the rest, and you don't have to watch that because I'm not going to make it extremely long. But if you know what that is, cool. If you don't, go to Rick Morgan and order them and use them. They're really nice. It's a lasered cut board. And that's the outcome of it from the front and back. 3 in the back, 4 in the front of the cotton rounds. According to some of the sales, eBay, Marketer, and Go Collect, 4.0 will sell around 50-60 bucks, or raw copies. Interesting. Maybe go for that blue universal and say, hey, 2.5, but you know what? It's all there. And, $25 book for whatever. That's what it cost. Well, after taxes and everything, it's 30 bucks. That's what I pay anyways. 30 bucks to make a $30-$40 book. I don't know. You tell me what to do in the comments, and I will do it. You guys are you're just as much in it as I am. Submit it to CGC, keep it raw, give it away free. Let me know. Tell me in the comments. I had to use some dental tools to get in here because these staples are very rusted and torqued, and I had to kind of start them a little bit. So that's what I'm doing. And there's the one piece of the capable tools, and then there's the other, my orange staple lift. Get them at Rick Morgan there at immaculatecomics.com. What sucks about rusty crusty staples is, well, a lot. They're hard to get into. It's all rough like. It's twice the size, 3 times the size, and stains the paper. And this book is completely ripped, so there's no point even having that page in there. I just leave it there for looks, I guess. I don't know. So now they're all roughed like, and kind of has like the barb effect, like corking a flat tire, that effect feeling in the hole. So you got to be real gentle. I should have like probably cleaned it, but that's even dangerous doing that. I don't want to slop all over the book more than I don't need to. But it came out. A little bit of patience, a little bit of pressure, not a lot. It actually slid out. They're not horribly bad. They didn't break on me, so they are savable. And I will put them over to my painter's tape over there. It has a drag feeling for sure, and it's holding on. But you know what? It came out, so these are definitely worth fixing. They're not that bad. I will eventually treat them and get them all polished up sooner or later here. Alright, we're going to get the Hollytex out and get her nice and moist. I'm going to steam her up and do a deep bath. First thing is first is get a colorberry action going so the paper fibers start to relax more and cause the moisture to expand a little so it can take a deep soaking eventually. So we call it a slow calibrate action. So about 5 minutes of that noise, I went over and got the peroxide. I think I'm at about a 3%, 4% rate in range. I want to see if that'll help the compensation of degradation, the degradation, removal of the lignin, and hopefully that will help a little. If not, boys, we're gonna have to get the toothbrush out. That's gonna suck. It ain't your normal foxing where you can get it with a pencil or the rubber Bestine sponge, whatever that stuff is, that white stuff. That ain't gonna take care of it. We gotta try a couple options here. Getting her wet, get it nice and moist. Not to get super pissed. Anywho, rust is not as easy as it looks to get out. But we are going to try our best. Copper ages are, especially like the early 80s, mid 80s, it's two papers and forced embedded into each other kind of a deal. So we're looking at that too. Other than a little bit of this peroxide jump, it's warmed up water. I just think we're going to end up using UV light on this. It's not going to go anywhere. Can I use a brush on it and rub it out? You could, but these particular years, like I said, with the double layer paper together, it makes it kind of tough. And these, I don't know how sensitive these are, but I've just been heard from others that know more than me that these are the covers that you have to be careful once they start splitting. To kind of do this bubble effect and just peel away, and it's like, oh, there goes your art. And you're like super pissed. You go super pissed. Anyways, I'm gonna just slide this across here a few more times, and then I'm gonna bring it right over to the old tub machine. I'm gonna soak it in some more with some peroxide. Make a good mannerism out of this one. Tell me in the comments what else you could do, because I do know these are double layered, factory sealed that way, I guess. Artwork on one side, inserts in the other side, and then they kind of just push it together, if you know what I mean. Justy the Body Ventura style. Alright, I'm showing you my Captain Mike light. And if you want to know how much more UV light works, but you know, I'll put the little link up on top and I talk all about all different lights I use. And yeah. So anyways, other introductions about tabletop cleaning and how we do it, certain minutes for certain years. I have a certain video for that too. I can always put a link in here. Anyways, hope everybody's having a good weekend. And Transformers was one of my favorite cartoons growing up. Did you know that it was a cartoon, a show or whatever? Secondly, I believe the comic book came out. This particular one came out, and then they made the cartoon in when, like 86 or 87, I don't know. So yeah. So this book had a huge push on that. Expired the show to come out for the little kitties to go, yay! Alright. Blast it with the UV. I think I did that for about 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Not very long. I just want to see if the settlements will decrease from it. Test it a little, see what we're dealing with here. So, subscribe, like, share. Tell your friends. We're always here. Good old Sillsboy Comics. Try to get the rest of the grut out of there. If the light moved any, I don't think it moved that much, but it's getting a little better. And just for some reason I put more peroxide on. But this will change to a tabletop. I will be doing a deep bath on it because it's just too much. I gotta see if I can get inside of it without splitting it, because this paper will bubble on you. But other than that, let me know, and I'll see you next time, I guess. Later, guys.
Remember, keep it moist. Transformers!